a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to get... up on the run and set them down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. And in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 3-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And mobile quarterbacks continue to populate the NFL. And Patrick Mahomes, he's certainly mobile, but that hasn't been his stock in trade for much of his career. But we did see him get into the end zone a couple times in the playoffs last year, and he was a leading rusher for Kansas City for much of those. 27-yard scramble for a touchdown in the AFC title game. And, of course, he scored the first touchdown in last year's Super Bowl.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at a low score. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Packers, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right?
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And that is caught by Watkins.